Alright, so we are playing as Triple Wilder and we have like 15 minutes till the end of the match, or just of the network test, that is. So like we are not going to finish this game, but I'm gonna take this opportunity to just talk a little bit about the game. So how the YouTube, because it's gonna definitely like end up on YouTube. You see, in Souls community, the PvP community, there was a lot of upsetness about this game, that like it is actually just pretty shit overall, in the meaning that like it doesn't promote individual skill and so on. And I, on the other hand, was able to embrace it, even though that was able to be most likely true. These type of games, they are more about like a macro play, and I always had the feeling like this is going to be an experience more similar to something like, let's say, League of Legends, where your individual skill does matter, but way less than just ability to understand where you're supposed to be on the map and so on and so forth, yeah? That one matters the most. Our teammate died. Let's actually jump and help him. I think like he actually got bodied by that Loretta, yeah? Oh, well, unfortunate. Speaking of Loretta, let's go and kill her. How about it? Level 2 should be good enough. Maybe we're gonna be able to... Oh, I messed up. But yeah, overall, frankly, I had fun. I really had fun like playing the network test. I enjoyed learning like the intricacies of the game, which is mostly all about just like knowing when you're supposed to go where and so on and so forth, like figuring out the win condition for your teammates and yourself. And yeah, overall cooperating with the team. We played with Oroboro and Sairo yesterday, and having like a people on the voice comms was insanely useful. So like this game is built for team play. Like playing with randoms is just not as cool as playing with teammates, and frankly just like so much harder too. Now we are playing with the chat for one, yeah, with people from the chat, but we don't have a voice comms. Like people from the chat are so much better than randoms, of course, but it's still like a not that level of communication like we would have with someone from like from the voice comms, yeah. Hell yeah, third Wilder joined. Alright. Oh my god, are you for real? Okay, let's just kill her. But I mentioned like a word macro. Maybe if you are not like a League of Legends player, or like you didn't play RTSs and so on, maybe you don't know what macro play is. Like, point of macro is just understanding of the tactical decisions that you can utilize on the map, basically. Oh, Marika's hammer. And this? I think I'm gonna take Marika's for Dul's shit and giggles. We need to get level 12 though. Like that greatsword would be a little bit better for me, because I could like equip it sooner. But let's just go with the Marika. So macro play is basically like understanding where you're supposed to be on the map at what time and so on and so forth. Like a proper decision making that benefits entire team. Microplay or microplay is like all about your individual skills, ability to just like properly dodge in time and so on, yeah? And I guess like a vast majority of Souls players, if they didn't play like I said like other type of games, just considers only one type of skill, which is micro skill, yeah? Because, well, you don't really have a macro skill in in the Souls games. It's all about your individual mechanics, ability to like just dodge these attacks of the opponent, space them, and so on and so forth. So a lot of people just were upset at this game from the get-go, didn't really enjoy it. Mostly I think because of that, because of that one thing, like misunderstanding of what this game is all about, yeah? I hardly would call like this game a Souls-like, frankly. I have feeling like it is kind of like a Souls-like, but more than Souls-like, it is, well, co-op survival game with MOBA type of like gameplay and elements of the Souls-like. Overall, this is roguelike first and foremost. And roguelikes are about getting that sweet equipment, yeah? This is the main thing. About getting lucky or helping your luck with like proper perks and so on. Well, that's actually more like roguelite, yeah? Than roguelike. But you got the point. It's basically people wanted Souls because you kind of like see that this game looks like Souls. So yeah, that's understandable. People wanted Souls because this game looks like Souls. But is it really Souls? I guess like this is on FromSoftware, that every single game that they produce is about the same. Like Sekiro is also hardly a Souls-like, yet like, you know, it has like many elements that initially would suggest that it actually is a Souls-like. So yeah, like the only game that FromSoftware released recently that deviates quite a lot is Armored Core, and yet, even though it deviates from the formula, it still utilized like a same engine, their homebrew engine, and because of that, even there you have like a actual familiar elements, which is pretty funny. That lion claw though. Now the teammate murdered a boss beneath. It seems like good. Great enemy felled. Yeah, we have like a one boss killed below. Did we? We missed. Oh my god, this is mad. I thought like we're gonna dodge it. Just because of the hook, it's fine. We're gonna go down real quick. Flamberg? No, we are going for the max HP increase. Okay, let's jump down. Another thing is that, like, so FromSoftware with release of Elden Ring clearly went with different approach. This is something that I hardly really realized till quite recently, honestly. So look at that. FromSoftware used to do like a hard games, and even in the interviews with the Michael Zaki, dude was saying Dark Souls games are actually about difficulty. Like there is a quote that basically says that they are trying to make the hardest game possible, like imaginable. There is like that rumor rounding around community of Souls players that says it's actually like the Souls games are not about difficulty or whatever. No, they are. Like they are 100% about difficulty. Like Dark Souls 1, the PC edition is literally called Prepare to Die edition. So yeah, like they actually like were marketing the game as something fucking hard. And that was the main trope of the game. That's what the gameplay loop was about. It's supposed to be hard game. That being said, if you are going to look at the marketing materials of Elden Ring, it is actually not the case. They are not marketing this game as a hard game at all. They are marketing the vast open world, like a huge spaces, the build variety. Funnily enough, they are also marketing like a ability to play in many ways, including guess what, sneak type of gameplay, like referring to the ability that you can sneak around with crouching, yeah? Well, we all know, like, it just doesn't fucking work like this, and this is just straight up bullshit. But, well, this is how they marketed the game, yeah? This is actually, that was like one of the main, like, tropes of Elden Ring. My point is, like, since they never actually marketed these games, like Elden Ring, as something hard, or more like it's just like a power fantasy shit, it's just, what they essentially did, like, they took that, like, a known formula of Souls games, when it comes, like, to way how, like, combat looks like, works, and so on. And they actually made something that you would put more in line with something like Ubisoft games, like Assassin's Creed and so on. And technically, like, you know, Elden Ring is still much harder game than that, than like average Assassin or whatever, yeah? But on the second side, you can trivialize that game in so many ways. I would say, like, the fact, like, Elden Ring is not the easiest game in the world is just more like of a thing that how fromsoftware games are actually being made, yeah. But yeah, my point being, it's yeah, it's in my eyes. I realized relatively recently that, well, Elden Ring is not. It is not Dark Souls. It's like these games are not going with the same principle, and power fantasy bullshit is actually something that fromsoftware really wants to portray, to give us through Elden Ring franchise. So I am absolutely fine with Nightreign being... I actually skipped the freaking Church of Marika because I'm dumbass. I wanted to go for it and I just skipped over it. And now I'm gonna lose HP trying to get it. But anyway, I'm fine with, for example, this game being, one could even say, brain dead in the, like, in its gameplay loop. Wait, did I actually take it? Am I? No, I didn't. Okay. I don't know what the fuck was that. I couldn't pick it up. Someone unlocked their eyes. Nice. Like, I just think, like, there is a joy in games that are just kind of fucking brain dead. And I also like the fact that this game, like Nightreign and also like Elden Ring, despite having these brain dead elements, like, just, let's say, like, ability to click that L2 button and win, like, you can actually do that in both of these games. But you still need so much of understanding of the games. Like, there is still like some skill requirement, skill requirements in order to actually enjoy that game. Well, you can also, like in case of Elden Ring, just cheese everything with over-leveled Phantom, your friend just clearing the game for you, yeah? But that's completely another story. Alright. Oh my god. Oh my god, what the fuck we just did? Like, this gameplay loop that we have here, in my eyes, is quite enjoyable. I rolled too early, my bad. By the way, the frame rate is god-awful on the network test. Like, if you are gonna be, like, playing this game on PlayStation, just install PlayStation 4 version, not PlayStation 5 version. Just like, exactly like in case of Elden Ring. Nightreign not gonna run very well on PlayStation unless they somehow gonna optimize the shit out of it. I just realized I have Bloodhound Step, dude, on this weapon. Holy shit. Didn't realize initially. I also have, like, a crouch poke on the greatsword here, like with that special moveset for Wilder. Well, that's pretty fun. And here you go. Whoop. GG, insane. Without a doubt, we're gonna need way more than we have in current version of Nightreign. If this game is going to release like it is right now, it's going to get stale and boring real quick, but It is already somewhat confirmed that like actually official release going to have so much more than we have in the playtest. Not only like in when it comes to the amount of bosses, we are going to kill the hippo now. Nice. We are going to have like so much more randomness and so on and so forth. And this is already confirmed. It's confirmed in the Ishizaki's interviews. I'm just waiting for the official release of the game. I think honestly like this game is gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be goated in its own way. It's just that like you need a different approach and well, yeah, like network test just finished. I really enjoyed my time and thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing. I see you later, YouTube.